My name is Sydney Perry, and this is a presentation about Voltaire, known for saying, "It is better to risk sparing a guilty person than to condemn an innocent one." Voltaire was born on November 21st in 1964 as François-Marie Arouet. He had a middle-class background. His father worked as a lawyer, but his mother passed away when he was very young, around the age of 7, and there's little known about her. He received an education at the Jesuit College of Louis-le-Grand, and there he found his love for literature, theater, and what the social life had to offer. Leaving college, he knew he wanted to become a writer. And while he loved his time at the college, he did hold much skepticism towards religion and their teachings. From an early age, it is no wonder that Voltaire struggled with authority. He was sentenced to a prison in Paris twice, exiled once to England, and spent 11 months in Bastille, which is a large prison in France. He was an open proponent of deism and openly criticized the church. He adopted the name Voltaire after the success of one of his first tragedies, Oedipe, in 1718. While he was exiled in England, he learned English in order to read the works of John Locke, and even met Alexander Pope and George Berkeley. Living there, he became envious of the English way of life, and when he returned to France, he tried to use England as a model to bring some of the characteristics from that country over to his home. In his travels, Voltaire stayed in Prussia during the mid-1750s. He had developed a close friendship with Frederick the Great that ended adversely. After leaving Prussia, he resided in Geneva, but there was more conflict there, and because he was banned from Paris, he ended up settling in Ferney, where he bought property in 1758. The year after buying his property, he wrote Candide, and the town Ferney renamed themselves to Ferney-Voltaire in 1878. Voltaire died on May 30th, 1778, and was denied a Christian burial due to his open criticism of the church. One of his well-known books is the Philosophical Dictionary, which was published in 1764. It is an encyclopedic dictionary that wrote critically of religion, including the Catholics, Islam, and Judaism. Voltaire was extremely concerned with injustices caused by religious institutions, so he designed his book to be affordable and fit in one's pocket. The book ended up being censored by multiple countries due to its ability to entertain and instruct any readers that were interested in philosophy. One of his more famous short stories is Plato's Dream, which was published in 1756. It is one of his earliest attempts at the science fiction genre. The story is a philosophical critique of religious ideals, and the story is told as a dream that the Greek philosopher Plato had. In the story, the creator of Earth, a lesser super-being, Demogorgon, believed his creation to be perfect. However, the flaws of Earth are quickly pointed out by the other lesser super-beings. Throughout Plato's dream, the idea of perfect is challenged. If humans are flawed, then it is likely that the creator of humans is flawed as well. Some other noteworthy books of Voltaire are Micromegas, Zadig, Candide, and the Dialogues of d'Ephémère. Voltaire had written many non-fiction books, some noteworthy titles being Le Mondain, the Dictionary philosophique, which we discussed earlier, and La philosophie de l'histoire. Along with his non-fiction writing, Voltaire developed a love of writing history and wrote multiple books about the different rulers throughout time. Voltaire is most famous for his novellas, works including Micromegas, Plato's Dream, and most famously Candide or Optimism, which he published anonymously due to the conflict caused by the book. And lastly, the works cited.